What would you tell somebody who has some skill in them, but they're not confident? How can they build this attitude?
See, I feel that confidence comes from being very clear in your mind, right? If you have clarity of thought and vision, and you're only focusing on executing that vision or that purpose, then I think you don't have self-doubt. You'll be very confident. But if you're not very clear, and if you're approximating all the time and hoping that things will go right, then I know that when it goes wrong, you'll have a real problem. And that's when people start panicking. I've seen a lot of young entrepreneurs who come with a good vision, who come with a good, sort of objective and goals, but suddenly start panicking when the first thing goes wrong. And I'm telling these people, listen, are you sure that this is what your business has to be? Yes. Is this what you want to do? Yes. Then why are you panicking? You have to double down. And by the way, I told another entrepreneur yesterday, they said, she talked about failure. I said, listen, if you can't face failure, then you're not an entrepreneur. I said, every entrepreneurial journey will have mistakes. Don't think that because you see me today, you think everything has been a smooth sail. No. I think I've learned much more from mistakes than from successes. Right? In fact, even when you have a success, it is not to be taken for granted. But when you had a failure, you have to learn from that failure and make sure it doesn't happen again.
True. At what point you stopped feeling rejected in the beginning of your career and started feeling grateful? Because thank God, because of those failures, you started Biocon.
No, I've had many failures along the way. I'm not saying I'm grateful for failures because nobody likes failures, but I've learned from my failures. I mean, and I've had many failures. I mean, even this whole thing of assuming that my acquisition will be well rewarded and well accepted, it was completely different, right? And that for me was a failure to even anticipate that this is how they would take to my acquisition. So I've learned from that, saying, okay, this is the way I have to deal with markets and investors. That I can't just constantly say, why have they been so unfair? Why have they been so fickle? Why are they, looking at it in this way? But I have to understand how they perceive this business, right? And I cannot just sort of fault them because I have to explain it better.